Stream's already started, fucker. You're too late.
He actually streamed the Girl Scout story.
Oh, nice.
Don't. I'm saving that one.
Sam,
I'm saving that one.
Story. Sam, you should just do a podcast that talks about the Girl Scout story.
Yeah, it's one episode. There's no follow-up to that story.
What are you talking about? You performed that trick like 30 times.
Actually, that's an idea. I start with the Girl Scout story, and then I explain every aspect of that story that has another story attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There you go. See?
Okay.
Are you actually streaming now?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you should perhaps put at least some degree of clarification on the Girl Scout story, because you say it...
Check out Sam's new podcast that's coming in the future. Boom. We don't know when. Here you go, Sam. Free advertising. Good. Done.
Alright. So... yeah. Now... the session begins. You guys have rolled up on the support group meeting. I believe the head chaperone's name is Mr. Wilson? I believe it was.
Well, I'm sorry.
So...
I know that...
Avery and D-Slice will have to participate in the group therapy. Well, Teal and D-Slice.
Alright.
G-Slice.
Avery does not. He is optional.
So far as I recall, G-Slice has been rather brutally...
Yeah.
So the last session ended with Mr. Wilson injecting adrenaline into G-Slice to wake him up, and ended with the line, You can suffer, but you cannot leave.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a prank, bro.
Okay, so before we begin in proper, can we place bets? Do we think G-Slice is going to survive the first 15 minutes of this session?
Yes.
Sam loves G-Slice too much. That's the thing.
Okay, whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
G-Slice is the kind of person Sam would have involved in a Girl Scout scam.
I made an unkillable character.
Cat agrees. All right. So
I am considering changing my vote.
Now, as everyone is settling in, all the madness is happening. Is Sweet Tooth there, or is it Charlie?
Probably Sweet Tooth, and he's probably like back away from this because he knows what's going on in the city and doesn't want to be involved in this. He's just there out of obligation.
I like the idea that Sweet Tooth actually goes to all of these as a speaker of what it's like to make it in the city.
If you had posited that last week, I could have prepared something, but I'm not going to do that on the spot.
That's fair.
So,
unless Sam asked me to.
Mr. Wilson's going to come up to Sweet Tooth and say, "Oh, no, I actually had this fucking prepared since last week." He's going to go up and say, "Oh, it's good to see, one of the pillars of the community here. Are you looking to be a patron for this, or?"
I wasn't, but did you need me to say a word, or?
Well, see, what we do is we try and work with local businesses and local organizations, because we figure the best way to really integrate people is, help them get a job of some sort so they can have some money, have a social support network. We do house them temporarily at the church if they so need, but if they want to help out here, we have permanent residences. Wheezy has a deal with us where people who do want to work at the wharf can do so for lodging and pay.
That's very sweet of you.
I was wondering if you were interested in a similar deal, because people do fall through the cracks still. Wharf work and church work, it's a pretty narrow band.
That's for everyone, yeah.
It's really not.
Well, Who would I talk to about that? Would that be you or?
Oh yeah, I could set it up.
Okay. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind walking me through the logistics of this at some point, maybe after the meeting. I understand if you want to do that first.
So I know you don't have anything prepared. I wasn't expecting to see you either. What I can do though is I have he pulls out some brochures. I have some pamphlets.
Okay.
And there's a map of the town. I can just when I hand these out, I just give directions, fill people in. I feel like I'm generally familiar with your operation as far as like.
Oh, one sec. I disconnected.
Oh.
Okay, I should be able to hear you now.
So he's pointing at the map on
Okay,
the
yeah.
brochures, and he says, "I generally just point out areas of interest, and I can just start directing people towards your candy shop if you are looking for help."
Lovely.
And then we hold this every week. We just started getting today's group back up and running after the troubles with the church, so this group is entirely new, but on our Thursday group, we do have a lot of returning faces, so they might be interested in the new opportunity if you want to have something prepared.
It might be good to send some people over. It's always good to help new people out, help the community. It's something that was missing where I used to be, I felt, but yeah.
All right. Now let's see here. There are 4 other people besides you guys in this support group. There is there's a somewhat older one, like maybe not like old, like mid-30s, looks kind of like a farmhand kind of deal, like work clothes. There's a there's a woman missing an arm and about half her left leg.
I can regrow that for her.
Yeah, she has a peg leg right now, so maybe.
Can't Dr. Slime repair that too?
Do you want to ask her first?
I assumed it was you were just talking to G Slice, Charlie.
No. I'm just describing.
Just
the room.
Sweet Tooth, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is what everyone sees.
All right. Well, after you describe people, I will go up to her then.
Okay.
Wait, is Dr. Slime here?
Yeah.
G Slice isn't a character, okay? He's just a side job.
Useless was an inside job.
Okay, maybe I've grossly misunderstood something. It sounds like you're implying that Dr. Slime is inside G Slice like Krang.
Yeah. Have you
No,
not?
I don't think that's what he was implying, but sure. we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
G Slice is now
Hell.
just puppeted by Dr. Slime.
That's why he's forcefully not making him talk, allowing him to
Nothing
talk.
of value was lost.
Ooh. When you said 30-year-old woman, G Slice did the fuckboy laugh.
Yeah, I heard that. I was unhappy.
Yeah.
No,
He
the
came
woman
back
with
from
the peg
bear
leg.
spray really fast.
Yeah, he did. Now the one with the peg leg has some iron shards kind of embedded in her skin. They're kind of like sticking out. It does not look nice. Charlie is the only one who notices this. In the gap, it looks like there's a uneven spacing in between some chairs to everyone else. But Charlie, if Charlie's there,
If everyone went, then I guess he would be.
Charlie would notice an invisible man sitting on an invisible chair.
Okay.
And then finally, there is the lady whose name I don't believe I provided, who used to go to Avery and G Slice's school.
You did not provide.
I'm gonna say if either Avery or G Slice wants to, and we'll get to it later. Now, Dr. Slime wanted to go up to the person.
Yeah. Hello. I am on an outreach mission from Slime City and looking to help people. You seem to be injured. I was wondering if you'd like me to help with that.
So the second
Mutants
this
walking up
person,
to a lady.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go terrible, but it's okay. I've got heavy armor, guys.
so the when you walk up to this person, they perk up immediately and like look at you as if like they've just noticed motion entering their peripheral vision, kind of perking up. And then the second they actually look at you, they just kind of like you see them like curl up a little bit and like try and like without moving too much, like kind of slowly slide away from you, like dead silent, wide-eyed, not blinking.
What does Dr. Slime actually look like?
I told you, a
Gelatinous cube
slime.
with a doctor's.
Yeah.
He's a cube. I've been imagining like a big translucent ball of jello with a top hat.
No, nope. Yeah. He's got a top hat. He's also got like various items stuck inside of him that he just can't get out.
Okay.
If anyone wants to make an empathy check, please feel free.
Can I pass? Because I have 3 wiggle die in perception.
Dr. Slime. Dr.
It
Slime
would be empathy.
does not understand human.
Or sorry, not perception, sense. I'm gonna roll anyway to see if I get 2 tens.
I am rolling with Avery.
Don't
4
worry,
tens.
I'm a trained professional.
Ooh, 3-8.
So this person is like silently begging for help. They are horrified by what they are seeing in front of them.
Charlie's gonna walk over, and kind of like first kind of impose himself in between Dr. Slime and this lady. Be like, this is my friend, Dr. Slime. I know if you're new here, you're probably not used to seeing people like that. Mutants are fairly common in the flooded district.
Sorry, I'm not a mutant, I'm a slime. I identify as a slime. There's a difference.
Slimes are fairly uncommon in this region of the flooded district, but I'm under the impression that what he's referred Slime Town, Slime City. I'm gonna look back at you for confirmation.
Slime City.
Yeah, I've heard that that's in the flooded district. I can assure you, despite the fact that clearly you're upset, he is harmless. He's actively trying to help you.
Need
do I need to make,
space.
Pat
Okay.
Charlie on the shoulder.
Then I'm going to move away from her, and I'm going to try and non-verbally tell Dr. Slime to back away.
Does Dr. Slime back away?
I didn't hear what she said. Sorry.
I need some space.
He backs up by 1 foot.
No, buddy, she's scared. Give her a little more space.
I back up 2 feet.
Friend, you're not getting this concept. Do you have an appendage that I can pull you back to a reasonable distance with?
I have a whirling little tendril come out of me and sort of make a hand, but it's goopy.
Yeah,
and,
I'm gonna
stuff's falling off of it.
I'm gonna grab that and use it to guide you away from her.
Okay.
It's this slap hand. It's so stretchy.
I'm gonna get turned to Charlie and be like, humans are strange. I could easily fix her leg, but she does not want it.
Humans that have not been here for an amount of time are unaccustomed to seeing slimes, mutants, other things that don't look like humans. So until she's acclimated, it's reasonable from her position to be concerned upon seeing you. But she'll learn. It's part of the growing process.
So, Charlie, actually, your passive perception is high enough that you notice that as you say that, humans are new here are generally unfamiliar with mutants and all that stuff, the farm girl looking person is new. She has nothing about her looks native to this area.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't seem perturbed by Dr. Slime at all. She's just kind of watching everything going on with kind of dim amusement, I guess.
Can I get an empathy check on why that might be?
Yeah, roll for it.
All right. 5 nines.
You're not sure this is unusual to her.
Oh no. She's a hentu kid.
So before we unpack what Chris just said, I have a question for him about Dr. Slime. You said that Dr. Slime turned to Charlie. Does Dr. Slime have directional perception?
Yeah, so he has a single glass eye in there to just let people know which direction he's facing, and he just moves that to a different face.
Okay, but so he does still have direct. He doesn't have like continuous circular perception.
No.
Okay.
I have a face, thank you.
Charlie does, but he still tries to turn his head when he's talking to people.
Yeah, it's just polite.
Mm-hmm.
I have this image of Charlie and Healy's just spinning back and forth forever.
What?
You say like he has circular perception, but tries to turn wherever he's looking, so he's just spinning really fast.
Oh, no. Like when he's talking to someone, he tries to turn and look at them. He does not always remember that, but, usually.
Fair.
I'm not sure what to do with this. I kind of want to just let the thing start and see how it goes with a little bit, or...
Considering that chivalry existed before he came to the city and is supernatural or used to it, can I have chivalry roll empathy to see if he has any idea why this person might be used to it?
Yeah, sure.
I like that Sam's not allowing me to use my heal ability because I described it to him once and it was disgusting.
You can use it, just you have to deal with the social consequences. That's what horrifying means.
Okay, I don't know what will be best here. I have 2 5s and 3 4s.
2 5s.
Okay, 2 5s on chivalry.
Since chivalry comes from an age of magic and knights, it kind of clicks with him. This is a person from a place about as weird as the city.
Okay.
You don't have any more info than that, but you know, like, chivalry knows the look.
I want to kind of keep an eye on her as the event proceeds.
Yeah, like, chivalry would definitely be aware of that, but I honestly don't think he would consider that noteworthy. This place is fucking whack.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I'd interact with if something interesting happens, but...
So, who are the other 2 people standing or here in the...
So, there's Pegleg, Farm Girl, Invisiboy, who no one except Charlie is aware of, and Avery and G Slice's old classmate. Those are the 4 other participants. And there's Mr. Wilson and Bear Spray, of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Charlie approach the Invisible Boy. Oh.
I also would like one more thing after Bob. Yeah.
What's the roll to be able to see Invisiboy?
It would be a perception check, but you need a sense of 6 to make it.
What is... Fuck! David only has a sense of 5!
Womp,
Damn.
womp,
Womp, womp.
womp. Mr. Wilson. Who is that again?
He's the head chaperone. He's the guy who's basically acting as a moderator / moderating
the guy talking
force.
to Sweet Tooth, right?
Yeah, the Mr. Rogers looking guy.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead. Seth.
Oh no, Steph.
Seth, your turn.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to walk up to Invisiboy.
As soon as you get within like 3 feet, you hear a raised voice go, "Hey there! I just forgot I was invisible. I'm here. You cannot see me. Hello."
I can see you. Hi. How's it going?
Very unusual. Hello there.
I'm Charlie.
I am Isildir. It's a pleasure
Is that
to
a
meet
lie?
you. It is not.
Okay.
You see, I'm, how do I say this? I am, from CERN?
From
I thought
what?
you were from Gondor.
CERN.
Do I know what that is?
Make a streetwise... No. You can either make a knowledge nuclear physics or streetwise check.
I forget how many die I have in Streetwise. I don't have my sheet open.
But we all know you have 2 hard dice in nuclear physics.
True. Oh, wait. I still have a sheet called Kaleidoscope. Ah, what do you mean? Matches, whatever. Shoot. I'm trying to find my sheet, but I'm struggling for some reason.
I mean, if you like, I could just have Avery walk over all excited that he's meeting someone who works at CERN.
Okay. There we go. Found Charlie's sheet. I have a lot of Streetwise, actually. I have 6 die to roll for Streetwise.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Oh, wait. 5 die to roll for Streetwise. I can read. And I got no matches.
No
Have a
matches?
10. No matches.
You have no... you guess CERN's like a smaller settlement you haven't heard about? There's a few of those.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I knew where that was. How long have you been in the city?
4 days, I think. See, I tried to time the sun, but the days aren't consistent.
Oh yeah, you can't do that here. Yeah, I've been here for what, 80 years?
Oh. You look great for your age.
Oh yeah, I'm like 30, 40.
Oh?
By the way, he looks early 30s at the latest. Probably closer to late 20s.
So between sea powers and your amazing perception, you just see him like lean in slightly, steepled fingers, concerned.
I mean, time does get fucky in places. I'd believe it.
Avery will walk over and like face where he thinks the Invisible Man is, but see
Hey, right there. I'm just gonna turn you to like actually be looking at him.
Oh, thank you, Charlie. Hi, my friend here maybe doesn't have the best perception of time. We've never gotten a very clear answer from him about how long he's been here, but
I told you, 90 years.
Exactly. Thank you, Charlie. I've been here for. Actually, how long has Avery been in the city, Sam?
It's been at least 2 weeks based on just in-game time.
Okay, and I had him here about 2 or 3 weeks before he joined the candy shop. So I've been here for about
a month or 2.
I've been here for about a month, maybe 2 at this point. It's a little hard to tell. You said you worked at CERN?
Yeah. The Vienna division.
Okay. I don't really know much specifically about CERN. I have some vague ideas of what you do there. Did something go wrong with the super collider?
Which one?
How the hell?
Okay. So
the answer is yes, but I need to know which one you're referring to go in more in depth.
I am only aware of one, and it's possible I'm not operating on good information. I'm from a slightly different place from other people who are here.
I'm gonna hold up a finger. One quick question. When are you from?
1784. Year of our Lord. Buddha.
Okay, I am from a significantly different place from
Buddha.
where you are. In the I don't really know how to call it. In the world I'm from, I guess CERN was started in. Well, it can't be any later than 2000. Anno Domini. And Avery adds that last part with kind of shifty eyes.
I'll
You'll what?
I was gonna walk up too as Dr. Slime, but I wasn't gonna talk. I was just joining the combo.
Okay. So we did have an accident where one of our structural supports failed us, and a number of us fell into a active particle accelerator. It's surprisingly not as big a deal as you might think. The fall is the bigger threat there, but something went incredibly wrong, and about me and 16 of my co-workers it actually looks like they're starting the circle. Would you mind if I just...
Would you like people to see you? You can hide inside of me.
That is the.
Hi, I'm Dr. Slime. I've known you for 3 minutes.
I'm gonna make a stability check.
Get inside me.
I want you to know that Avery looks fucking horrified that you've just said that.
Propulsion's just gonna like walk up with some soda that he found, just be like, "Yep, this missed the city."
For reference, I've always imagined Dr. Slime's voice as kind of like the Pear Wiggler voice.
So bad and naughty shit. Okay. So you guys see a chair suddenly appear as Isildur fucking bolts away from Dr. Slime.
Yep.
Dr. What the fuck was that?
What?
Okay, it's... Granted, I can't really explain exactly why in the time we apparently have. Do not go up to people you've just met and ask them to get inside you.
Look, he was invisible. I was helping him get accustomed.
I don't care why. Don't do that. That is not okay in human culture.
I love having one charisma.
I have known you for 3 seconds. I want you inside me.
It's like you walk into an elevator and some weird cubicle dude in a top hat says, "Hey, you know what vor is?"
just mashing open door.
You fucking jump and grab the escape hatch on top.
No. It's like remember my experience where you get in an elevator, guys like, I'm just playing Gateway with my wife, where I'm hunting her down and she's hiding for her life.
Oh god, that guy! Right.
It's a hoot.
Oh, okay. So, Avery will just... Okay, please, do not tell... Okay, in general, don't tell anyone you meet to get inside you. Don't even imply that is an option. Do not do that.
You could wear me as armor.
Okay, I didn't know that was on the table. But you should not offer that. You should not offer that to people. Only offer that to people you have known for at the barest possible minimum a week.
Tell me something, Doctor. Can you evaporate?
No.
Unfortunate.
So how would we breathe if we were using you as armor?
Make a hole in my face.
Okay.
No, Charlie, please. We can't just...
Here.
No,
look,
I'm curious.
Get inside. Look, and I'll like spread myself open.
Do
Yeah,
not
try this.
indulge the slime fandom.
I'll try this. No, there's probably like 2 people on the stream. This will be fine.
Do not
It has
indulge
horrifying.
Do not indulge the slime. What does horrifying do again? We have to make a stability check.
No.
No, it's just people are fucking horrified of you.
And like hard cut to the warehouse where there's a pile of ash in the corner of the room with the fucking glass dome that the cog is under. Pile of ash from where Avery burned another copy of the slimy Sakai. And all of the little plastic army men are horrified when it just reignites.
As I like surround Charlie, you can start like you get like sort of like an X-ray view of him, except for you see his Sam. We described it as his blood vessels instead of his bones.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you see all of his organs and blood vessels, and he has no skin or bones. When you look through me at him,
What does the artifact look like?
A glowing kind of glassy sphere, kind of bluish, but there's fractals and refractions of light all around it.
Okay, this is something I've always kind of wondered. If we have an X-ray view of Charlie's eye, if we have good enough imaging, will we see an outline of Jose's arm in there?
No.
Ralston just pulls out a notepad. Refuse to talk to the slime.
So Bear Spray is gonna like sheepishly and reluctantly come up. It's like, guys, I'm not gonna say I understand what's going on here, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it outside. Whatever's going on here, not here.
I'll step out. Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, I was just showing them one of my abilities.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know details. Just don't.
Avery will look at Bear Spray with like 1,000-yard stare and just mouth, "Thank you." Like suddenly sobbing.
He's gonna nod and like surreptitiously like just pass you a small can of pepper spray.
Neat.
He's then going to uncap one, take a quick sip, top it up with holy water, and then just recap and start shaking.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You see Sweet Tooth over in the corner taking notes.
Mr. Wilson goes, okay. So on that note, Jesus Christ, this is going so bad. We are starting off our session for the night, everyone. Please take a seat in the sharing circle. So, Chris, I'm assuming that was G-Slice?
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna punch him in the
So,
throat.
Bear Spray holds up a hand as if to like assuage you, like, no, it's okay. He takes out a plastic shopping bag, sprays the inside of it like someone spraying a pan with Pam, and he loops the bag over G-Slice's face and pulls it taut.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
Are we bad people for laughing at this?
He is like one-handing it, and then he has the other hand like pushed down on G-Slice's back so he can't fight back.
Can I dodge?
You cannot dodge this one. I'm gonna say he's using his stealth on this one.
How is he using stealth when I'm looking right at him?
It's the audacity of it.
Damn, let me dodge him. I'm buttered up.
He's onto your fucking tricks, Greasy Pete.
I've got 4 hard dice and dodge.
Listen, Chris, let this man fucking cartel execute you.
Tell you what, if you can make the endurance check, remember, this one's gonna have 3 penalty dice because it's really fucked up. But if you can make the endurance check, you can then move to a dodge to escape the grapple.
Can I make a stability check instead?
This is a physical thing, not a mental one. There's no, unless you have like 8 command, you're gonna be doing a endurance check on this one.
Well, I have 0 dice. So,
Don't you have good command? No,
about
I do
body?
body. Yeah, you have body.
I have great command. I don't
Yeah,
have hyper
body.
command.
Okay.
He said 3 penalty dice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm being oppressed!
You guys hear
Sweet Tooth is backed off laughing.
as consciousness begins to slowly fade from G Slice. Right before he's out entirely, Bear Spray jerks the bag off.
I have it all in recording! Police brutality! Here! That shit's gonna sell well!
You should have just let him go all the way out and then use subliminal messaging to maybe make him shut up a little bit.
So
I
upon
first feeding him another candy?
saying shit, this is gonna sell well, Teal is gonna quietly put down the camera she was using to record this. You get the impression she was also going to try and sell it.
You gotta get different perspectives, spice them together.
Those perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of Teal. Single tear falls from G Slice's eye.
No, that's Tom's. You can't take that from him.
That's intellectual. That's Tom's NFT.
They don't even have single tiers in Market
G-Slice
Street.
doesn't-
Now you have to have 2 tiers, otherwise you have to pay Tom.
G Slice doesn't understand intellectual property.
You're a
That makes
business major.
Thing.
G-Slice doesn't understand the social contract.
All right. Bear Spray's gonna lightly
I'll be right
pat
back.
G Slice on the shoulders and go, "Remember, you can suffer. Can't leave." Behave.
Mr. Bear Spray.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting you or your methods, but perhaps you should attempt to be a little less violent in a support group.
Oh shit! He said you were violent.
He's slowly bringing the bag back out.
Well, I'm gonna have Sweet Tooth walk up to him. I'm gonna go, "Hey, friend, just try force feeding him one of these next time," and I'm gonna give him one of those ones that shut him up for an hour.
Okay. No, I can't do that. He has to share.
It's gonna be seven fucking sessions of this goddamn thing.
Oh, I'm okay with that. It's fucking
so
great.
I do
It's
notice you
comedy
have a
gold.
healer. Can I break his spine to temporarily silence him?
Don't kill him, no.
No, he won't die. It will be non-lethal.
Again, considering that this is a support group, we might try to have other options. Now, granted, I don't know what those are, but I feel like can I do a general empathy check on the people in the room to see how scared everyone is watching Bear Spray do this?
Well,
Yeah, absolutely. Please feel free to do so.
Avery, while I'm
Okay.
inclined to agree with you, I think we should give the
I got
people
2 10s
here
on that.
a fair introduction to what life in the city is like. Because we don't want to give them false advertisement.
I still got 2 10s, and I would like to take what Seth said into advisement for my interpretation of the general energy in this room.
So, weirdly enough, no one's reacting when Bear Spray does his thing. You notice that, God, what's that timeout? You know those, clocks they have for measuring chess games?
So a chess clock.
Whenever Bear Spray's about to do something, you see Mr. Wilson press the pause button, and then as soon as that happens, no one reacts to Bear Spray's presence.
Interesting.
Okay. So Avery will make this realization, spend about a quarter second thinking, say, you know what? I think I'm picking up on what's happening here. Break his spine.
She's a break my block!
You can make a dodge roll on this one.
Oh yes, I'm greased up, buddy. Alright, sorry. Let me get the dice roller going.
Wait, how does your dodge work? Is it just that G-Slice is so fucking sweaty?
Yeah, he's very sweaty. Alright, Sam. Sam, how does 610s work? Gain a willpower because
Oh yeah, you do. So
rolled 10s.
you dodge. So
I make
G
sure
Slice
Zoidberg's
is
down.
on the chair. You see him as Bear Spray does like a downward strike. You see G Slice just do a sitting backflip onto the rim of the chair. And then you realize that Bear Spray wasn't aiming for G Slice at all, and you see him just grab the leg of the chair and throw it across the room, leaving G Slice airborne this round. So that is what's called a feint. Bear Spray has made a lie check in order to deceive you about his actions this round, and then did a multiple actions brawling check on the chair.
It's like a pit maneuver in musical chairs.
Now, the issue is, you are now airborne. It is going to be incredibly difficult for you to dodge.
I'm ready, Dad. I'm ready. How many
You
penalty dice?
can still attempt it. It's going to have, 3 penalty dice.
Oh, yes. Still.
Tom,
Little
can I
chance.
get an answer on that?
Oh,
All right, Sam, I rolled 2 10s, and I already had 1 more hard dice, so 3 10s. That's right, I'm all butter. I like that he just keeps saying I'm all buttered up.
Did you say 3 10s or 4 10s?
3 10s.
Okay, so we have a tie.
He goes, I'm all buttered up, and you fucking hit him right in the fucking spine, and
Okay, so we have a tie.
Time's resolved in this system. It's defender's advantage, right?
Maybe? I'm gonna look it up later.
it is defender's advantage.
It is?
But
Okay, because it's gobble dice, you're right. Okay, so G-Slice thinks, I'm buttered up. There's no way he can fucking touch. And then the fist just appears directly in front of his face. You see, he sees his life flash before his eyes for
But then he remembers he put Vaseline on his face.
So between the spin coming off from being yanked off the chair and just the grease lubing up your face just enough, the fist makes contact. You feel a dull ache in your skull. You feel it shift slightly as the fist just slides off. You're almost knocked prone. You're able to scramble back 2 feet. You're on your feet again, though.
what the fuck is G Slice's life that he just jumps into a bathtub full of fucking Vaseline every morning?
A lot of
going on?
people try and kill him on a daily basis.
Jesus Christ.
While
It's
you're-
every
while
morning
you
I
were-
jump into a vat of roofing sealant, then jump into the Vaseline.
He's like, while you were fisting puppet boy, I was playing dodgeball.
Okay, literally nothing about that.
Hey, is that one of the things that triggers Avery trying to kill someone?
The problem is, it is actually. That is Avery's one reach point.
There you go.
Fuck.
Oh, you're quoting it.
Okay.
All right, Bear Spray and Avery versus G-Slice. Now, Chris...
I don't think Avery will be involved with this on the basis that
No. Please do.
When
Please,
he
I beg
said-
of you.
Okay, when he said the break his spine thing, that really alarmed Chivalry. He doesn't. Avery should not be thinking or considering things like that. As soon as he said that, Chivalry's hand went to Fraggle Rock, went to his sword.
So I didn't say Chivalry and Bear Spray versus G-Slice. I said Avery.
Yeah, and I don't know how Chivalry will react to that. We'll play this by ear. What abilities does Avery have that he
None.
could bring to this?
He can stilt the goddamn action economy like nothing else.
Okay, where is G Slice currently in relation to Avery?
Maybe
Right
like
next to him.
10 feet away because he's scrambled away. He's outside the sharing circle. So
Does
it's
he need
just
to scramble away, or can he just seal around with all the Vaseline?
he can do either.
Okay.
Such a good comment. I'm sorry, I don't even know what's going on. I'm laughing too hard.
Hey, Chris, can I publish this one? I'm assuming I can.
You spelled fisting wrong.
Oh, I did. Autocorrect. Got it. But otherwise, yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It's such a good comment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Avery roll up over there, try go to kick the shit out of G Slice.
I will dodge. He doesn't see Avery as a threat.
Okay, so Avery will run up at G Slice and move to pepper spray him.
He was just given pepper spray.
Oh, God,
All
I
right,
love-
so pepper spray is actually a dedicated dice pool. This specific bottle will have 3 hard dice, and it will have daze and burning.
I did say I wasn't dodging Sam, so I automatically take the damage.
All right. So bear spray this round has done a maneuver to do a called shot and a fast attack. Combined with his 2 wiggle dice and brawling, and the fact that you're going to have a gobble dice from getting hit with the bear's pepper spray.
Well, I gotta see if my thing goes off before his pepper spray, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let me roll
It
dodge.
should.
Doesn't he have 3 days, or is that next round?
That's next round. That's next
Alright,
round.
I got
Gotta catch
5 10s total for dodge.
Okay.
Does that
Bears-
have duration, or is that just 1 round?
Bear spray only has 3 10s with a initiative of 4 because of his go first maneuver. So he does miss. You managed to limbo under a roundhouse kick aimed at your head. But you are now perpendicular to the ground, and you just see a very angry Avery just standing there, lifts the pepper spray like 3 degrees, and just opens up on you.
Puppet boy, why? Ah! Ah!
And while he's...
You know what?
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, you know what? I'm glad you guys are taking care of this, because if I did, he'd probably be dead.
And while G Slice is grasping at his eyes, he just
Trying to
feels an
contemplate
arm
how-
snake around his throat, and you guys just hear a quiet and
Oh
he
my
goes
God.
limp.
God. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bear Spray then puts his arms underneath his armpits and gently places him in the chair.
What actions does G-Slice have left? What can he do now?
Oh, nothing.
Struggle.
He can still speak.
He can contemplate how Avery betrayed him.
For what it's worth, Avery does look horrified almost immediately after he does it.
I'm so glad that I realized that that was probably the thing that was Avery's trigger, I guess.
There's a specific slur that someone could throw at him, but that is about as close as anyone except Johnny Switchblade has ever come.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. So...
Comedy gold there.
Avery goes back to his seat very shakily. He's very alarmed by what's happened here.
Teal
does not look happy.
Teal is also horrified at what she has just seen here. Bear Spray is apparently, like, even to experienced people, he is horrifying.
Well,
Bear Spray was a hitter for the cartels.
He was the opposite, actually. He was the guy who broke cartels.
I was gonna say, don't say that around Jose.
Is a hitter of the cartels.
I feel like Bear Spray and Jose would have been good friends.
Oh, they definitely would have been. Jose probably would have cracked Knuckles' cracked neck, snapped G-Slice's neck.
And then it's just that scene from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood where Bear Spray and Jose are doing like the fist bump into a handshake.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Focus back.
Mr. Wilson's going to go, okay. Now.
Steve Wilson just like, okay, I just watched a murder. Just gonna have to play.
No, you're not dead.
Perception for all of
I'm
this.
not allowed. I know, I'm not allowed to die.
You can suffer. You cannot leave.
Suffer, he will.
Can I roll empathy to see how the people are reacting now that time is unpaused and G-Slice is a shattered corpse?
So, the issue is Bear Spray is very delicate when it comes to matters of not leaving signs. G-Slice just looks like his head is up, like he has maybe a sore neck, and he's just resting it weird.
I'm gonna try to turn my head so that I look at Avery. That way.
The eye, he's just staring at you out of the corner of his eyes.
Avery catches your glance. It looks like he wants to vomit.
Avery.
I mean, you did. You did say to break a spine.
Bear Spray is just sitting next to you, sipping some tea. Mr. Wilson's going, all right, everyone. Now, you guys are pretty much all new faces. Now, that is wonderful. I am so glad you all sought to seek help here. Now,
Just so you know, I'm going to have the lie detector running the entire time. I want you to let me know if anything said is a lie.
okay, yeah. Now, I am a firm believer in sharing experiences. There's a lot of healing that can be done by sharing your feelings and going over what's happened to you. Now, we're just going to keep this simple, going to keep it straightforward, just going to do some basic introductions. You're going to open with your name, how long you've been here, and just how'd you get here, alright? If you feel pressured or you feel uncomfortable, you don't gotta share. This is volunteer only, except for our two friends here who need a bit more of a well, they need a good support group. And he gestures over at Teal, who is just a bit shaky and like sweating bullets because she's next to Bear Spray as well. And she's like, who is not moving.
Alright.
So when you say sweating bullets about a vaquero, are you serious? Like, are there actual bullets coming out?
One bullet falls from the hat, and she like very like quickly like grabs that and puts it in the pocket. Like look around, like no one saw that, right?
She
Probably
does the
not.
Mista thing.
All right, so who's the order? Who's starting this?
Oh, please. Sam.
Now we're gonna open with volunteers. If he gestures, I guess we could go right to left. That would start us with Avery. Or we could do volunteers first. Oh, you, the ghost hunter boy.
That's right. I'm gonna burn base willpower, Sam, to move my arm in the hand sign.
So tell you what, if you burn base will, I will allow something better to happen, but I'll leave it a surprise.
I will burn. I'm burning base will.
Alright, G-Slice flexes so hard that their neck snaps back into place.
I'm G-Slice! I'm a fucking G! Dude,
You see Mr. Wilson go, oh, holy shit. The farm girl is clapping her hands and laughing hysterically. Charlie, you understand she saw everything.
I see. We're gonna have a chat when this is over with her.
Everyone else is confused and horrified because they just saw G-Slice like snap his face straight up, and then they heard the snap, and they heard him scream.
How does bear spray look?
Actually impressed a little bit.
Look at me highlight, give him the fuck voice symbol.
All right, Mr. G-Slice. I can't do my therapist voice. I'm too shaken. Good. I'm glad you're sharing. So, go on. Everyone's looking at you, G-Slice.
Yeah, sorry, I need a second, Sam. Sorry, I'm literally sweating.
You're as greasy as G-Slice is.
Yeah, I'm almost as greasy as G-Slice.
As G-Slice does scream, though, it's been a while since his power has activated. The lights flicker a little bit. And
I fucking high ghost! And I, fucking popular on the internet,
you hear Isildur going, "Oh, is that what that is?" And he points to a woman with like a white sheet over her face, blood blackened and dripping, somewhat
Sweet Tooth
see-through.
is immediately throwing one of the candy crucifixes at her.
Bear Spray is also pepper spraying her with the holy water pepper spray.
I like that Isildur will take this in stride, but Dr. Slime is too much.
The crucifix embeds in her. She begins screaming and fizzing and hissing as the pepper spray hits her.
Want you guys to know, ghosts are real. And I'll point to the ghost dying over there.
Isildur's gonna go, "Oh, that's not an actor." And you hear him sprinting away from it. You see Bear Spray shoulder check the ghost into a wall. They go flying 10 feet. The pepper spray appears to have solidified them because they crack against that wall. And Bear Spray goes, "All right. So since it's already dead, this is non-lethal." He grabs the ghost by its face and arm. The ghost is like flickering as the lights come back on. It turns invisible, and you just hear a cracking and ripping as Bear Spray brings his arms apart.
Oh my god!
That's
Jesus
awesome.
Christ!
I approve.
He stops for a minute and looks back at Mr. Wilson. "I'm sorry, was that too much?" Mr. Wilson goes, "I have no idea."
G-Slice is recording it. Don't worry. I got it recorded.
Propulsion? It sounds like Propulsion and Bear Spray went to the fucking Doomslayer School for Ethics and Politeness.
The Doomslayer School for Ethics.
Bear Spray sits back down and like gently gestures. "All right, I'm sorry about that. Please continue." At G-Slice?
Ghosts are real. That's all, and I got that recorded. I'm gonna be so goddamn rich. It's all. I'm better than you. Just realize it. I understand this is hard to accept.
So the girl from Avery and G-Slice's college is going to raise her hand. "Hi there, my name's Cynthia Moore. I'm from his school, actually. I think we came here together but got separated. Were ghosts always real? Are ghosts like a thing I should be prepared for around this city?"
I told you ghosts were real back in college!
Yeah, but they didn't show up!
Listen, Cherry.
It's
Ghosts
Cynthia.
are real! Okay, Samantha?
That's not even
Actually,
the
wait.
same.
Wait, Avery. And then, by extension, G-Slice come from an urban fantasy setting. Ghosts probably were real there. Was G-Slice actually a ghost hunter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that stings so much that G-Slice knows more about his world's magic than Avery does.
Mr. Wilson goes, "Oh, good, we have another sharer." And Cynthia goes, "Wait, no, I didn't." Oh, fuck.
That's right. Susie's really good at sharing.
Okay. Hi, my name is Cynthia Moore. I've been here for 3 days. I came in to this place. There was this town. It was full of these giant crustacean-looking things. I hid out in a skyscraper for like a day, but it was full of like these giant spiders. The webs. She shows her arm where there's like a few gouges and burns. The webs burned you to the touch.
I just want to make sure. I don't have. Do I have Albert with me?
Albert is with you. He is stealthed right now.
Good.
Albert is very good at pretending to be a backpack.
He's a very good backpack.
Now, Cynthia goes, I eventually had to head out because there were these guys in like beekeeping suits, and they were just rounding people up. They were just beating the shit out of them. I guess they were like the people from the town I was in. They kind of fought, and I managed to get on a boat that was heading here. I got one of the suits and just hid. Now I'm here, and I don't know what's going on. I just want to go home. No one seems to really be reacting. Do you guys have anything to say to that, or?
I mean, with the tonal whiplash of what all has happened here, and the fact that we have gone to someone with it's like 911 calls on Thanksgiving. You get really solemn, horrible situations, and then the next call is, "Lord Jesus, the bird is on fire." It's like you can't deal with that.
G-Slice can total shift it back.
No, I don't think we should do that. I don't think my heart can take it.
Oh, good. G-Slice is gonna switch to total back. Sounds like those beekeepers were some pussies!
Alright, I need you to make a persuasion check just to see how fast it is.
Oh, cat. Cat minds are
Oh, fuck, I got
are
good
false.
persuasion! Fuck you, Sam! Eat
Tell me the width.
ridiculous. Alright, the width is 5.
Alright, Bear Spray's gonna burn 3 base will.
Oh, shit.
You see a hand clasp on your mouth, and he just gently turns, "Mr. Wilson, the clock, if you will." And the second he presses the button, click, and G-Slice goes limp. Resume. You don't manage to get off a single word.
I burned 3 base willpower of a character! I did it!
There's like all the people who are here are gonna think G-Slice's power is related to him dying.
This. Each time he dies, Avery, a fucking ghost spawns.
Now,
Okay, well, before Avery can really take a moment to internalize what he's witnessed here, he'll raise his hand if Cynthia is done.
So I will say, Bear Spray is going to lean in. Are you following up on what Cynthia says, or are you just doing your own story?
I have my own bit to add. I feel bad for Cynthia, but
Okay.
I feel
Yeah, as long as
it's a standard story here.
Yeah. If we're doing into another story, just wait for Mr. Wilson to thank her for sharing. All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So put up your left hand if you're like adding on to her experience and like trying to offer your own experiences. Right hand if you're doing a new story, so Mr. Wilson knows to thank her. Okay.
Okay. So Avery will wait to see what Mr. Wilson says to Cynthia.
All right, Mr. Wilson's gonna wait a minute and go. All right, Cynthia. I know it's really difficult adjusting to a new place. Look, it's best if you just... God, I let me pull up the fucking scorecards I got from, like, support groups. Hurting is a natural part of the healing process, okay? Just remember, you aren't alone here. You got friends here, even if it doesn't feel like it. We can be here for you, just as long as you're here to heal, okay?
Chris.
You saw my message?
Yeah.
Cynthia doesn't look happy with that, but it's something. Avery, you got something to share?
Yes. Hello there. My name is Avery Way. I've been here for about 5 or 6 weeks now. I don't really know how. To my knowledge, I came in the same group as Cynthia and... Avery doesn't know G Slice's first name, I don't think.
He does.
He said it, I just can't remember it.
Mr. G Slice.
Gerard Slice.
Do you want me to message it to you again?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, Avery will definitely say your real name. All right, I've been... to my knowledge, I got here in the same group as Cynthia and Sean here. And as he says that, he'll point to G-Slice. But I was here for about 2 weeks before joining up with Mr. Sweet Tooth's group, the Candy Shop.
Sweet Tooth will wave as he says that.
I just sort of appeared here in the middle of a building with my friend here, and he's going to point to Chivalry, who will, not very happy, still with his hand on Fraggle Rock, walk up to stand in front of Avery, who, he's been defending me, he's been helping me, he's come more to life, actually. It's been interesting. We've been through a lot of horrible, and as Avery says horrible, he kind of eyes Bear Spray. A lot of horrible stuff. And, oh god, that was a voice crack.
That was.
That was bad.
Oh, that was a voice crack.
Oh boy, it's Mickey Mouse.
Is Mickey Mouse part of the support group?
Fuck yeah. Avery will, say, and as I've noticed, though, that as I've been changed a bit by the city, I don't really know how my ideas of what's normal have shifted slightly. It's a scary place. Chivalry seems weirdly, like, mollified when Avery says that. He looks up at him, takes his hand off of Fraggle Rock, and goes to sit down in a chair next to him.
Do you have anything else to say, or is that...
Well, Chivalry's going to raise his left hand.
Mr. Wilson's... It was Wilson, right? He's going to gesture at Chivalry and ask him to continue?
My name is... I'm not going to do the voice. I still can't do the voice.
My name Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Hi, my name is Chivalry. I'm 19. I never learned how to fucking read.
Hi, my name's Chivalry. I'm 400 and I can still only read Gaelic.
Ouch. Chivalry will say hello there. I am currently called Chivalry. Sometimes Chivalry Smalls. Preferably Chivalry. I've been here with Avery. I've been with Avery since before he went to the city, though I wasn't sapient then. Well, no, that's not quite accurate. He kind of looks down. I was with him, but due to a curse that trapped me near him. I've always been there, but I was only able to move until very, very recently when we got to the city.
Tom, I'm so sorry, but Cynthia is going to have an outburst. She is going to scream, "Wait, the puppet was real this whole time?"
Chivalry nods solemnly at that. I was real after a fashion. I just wasn't technically alive.
Okay.
Can G-Slice burn another base well?
You can if you choose to.
I choose to, Sam.
Okay. Crack awake.
So you're fisting a real thing?
What?
Wait. What did you say, Chris?
So you've been fisting a real thing?
So Bear Spray was glowering at Cynthia, which had a horrific effect on her. Now his head is just slowly, you can almost hear like the grinding of stone as Bear Spray slowly turns to G-Slice again.
I turn to him and I say, I got a peer-reviewed study that says you're pussy.
Mr. Wilson, the clock, please.
I'm gonna die today of laughter, Sam.
Mr. Wilson goes, and you see the farm girl actually like put up her hand and go, actually, wait, if we could let him have the outburst, I think that would be fine. Everyone just kind of looks at her now, and she's like, "Oh, is it sharing time for me now? Oh, cool. My name's Hume. I've been here for about 4 days. I gotta say, this place is amazing. This is like a paradise. Like, your food is edible here. The water's drinkable. The air doesn't burn. I got exposed to the sun the other day, and I still have my skin. That's amazing. I'm really just here because I kind of fell through with my family, and I've been looking for them. I've kind of been wondering if you guys have seen them. One's like a kind of tall, kind of bluish hair, deep sunk eyes, very pale. His name's Kuel.
Charlie's gonna look around for them.
They're not in this room right now, no. They're not...
No, like with glass.
Okay. As you're looking, she kind of goes, the other guy's a short, red-headed guy. He's my brother Heigl. Blue eyes, kind of... Very nice, but kind of meek, probably doesn't talk much.
Both of my characters are just gonna stop and look up at her when she says that.
Avery will audibly gasp.
What?
Oh, we know. We've met Heigl before.
Oh! Fucking great! Where is he?
We didn't meet him in a...
Was he crying? I bet he was crying. He'd be mortified if I fucking told
you.
you.
Good job. He seemed to be holding stuff together. He's doing some good stuff for the city. I don't really know how best to describe where he is. We didn't meet him in a place that was contiguous with the city exactly.
He seems safe. He's always been a bit
He's
soft.
safe, and he seems to be involved with law.
He's doing well.
I just want to confirm. What'd you say?
I just said he's doing well, and I like kind of nodded with that, and I don't know if that'll help her. Don't know that she needs it.
I'm glad people are protecting him. God, that.
No. He's protecting people. He's doing real well for himself.
This is. Look, I know my brother. When we had to slaughter sheep, he would burst into tears. Like, he was inconsolable. This is not.
How old was your brother at the time you knew him?
I don't know, maybe like 80, 90?
Oh, shoot, I disconnected. One sec. Okay, I couldn't hear anything after I asked that question. Could you
like
repeat-
maybe 80, 90?
He disconnected all the way again.
Oh, fuck.
I also don't. He wasn't doing the voice, so it sounded like Charlie was asking that question, right?
There we go. I have no idea what anyone's been saying. I can hear it again.
So, Hume is going to say that Heigl was about 80 or 90 years old. And she named him her younger brother, I think.
Okay. So, does Charlie understand about how old that should be given Charlie time?
No.
Darn.
Is it out of character for Charlie to have even asked in the first place?
No, it's out of character for him to understand the answer.
Okay.
Well, no, so she said he was like 8 years old. Heigl very clearly was not 8 years old. The issue is her time is running on a different scale than ours.
I said 80, just so we're clear. I don't know if that was you being Charlie. Okay.
It was clear.
Okay.
Huh. I don't know what to do with that. So, did he look older than she looks now?
Heigl currently a little bit. It's hard to tell given just how worn he is.
That's fair.
How just absolutely damaged his time.
Well,
If your control is fine enough, could you make a statue of Heigl out of glass?
probably not. Also, that'd be weird.
He was gonna get up and show you a picture. In that picture, Heigl looks to be about maybe anywhere between 12 or a malnourished 15. He's got a picture of he has a little bunny. And he looks ecstatic.
Yeah, honey, some time's passed.
He looked like an adult when we met him. I don't think time flows very well in the city.
Oh. Can you point me in his direction?
I can certainly try, but I'm not 100%
You might be
sure how to
better
get
off by
a hold of
asking
them.
some of the groups around here. He and his group move around quite a bit. I don't think there's any set location for them.
Trying to think what group would be best to direct her to. Unfortunately, the answer is Verbal Kink, but I'm not going to direct her that way.
Not for a lot of reasons.
Okay,
I feel like this is
I have to do a scrutiny check for Hume. Okay, she immediately catches on. So you actually do have an answer, and you're just trying to protect me, aren't you?
We have several answers, and it's more that we're not trying to protect you, we're trying to protect Heigl.
She seems to appreciate that one.
There's a real bad group that we could direct you to, but I don't want to direct anyone there for your sake or ours.
For that same sort of reason, I would strongly recommend you don't tell anyone you're related to Heigl. Unless you absolutely have to.
He's kind of a buzzword in the city. That's correct, right, Sam? That's
yeah, among the big players they know him. General people don't.
Yeah. I'll say for some people in the city,
seems like she really doesn't believe that. It seems like what Heigl has become and her image of her little brother just does not it cannot mesh.
Yeah. So I guess if we think about it, I feel like we could direct her to Wheezy's Wharf as a starting point, right?
Yeah, that'd probably go well. Although there's a 50% chance Wheezy's Wharf, this is out of game, Wheezy's Wharf just also ends up leading her to Verbal Kink.
Yeah,
I
I
guess at that point it's not our fault.
So I will say your reputation and work with them is high enough that you know that Wheezy has no connections to Verbal Kink.
Okay, that's what
Verbal Kink is like
kind of
aware of him, but they have no connections.
Okay.
All right. So yeah,
Actually, kind of surprising.
so I guess we recommend then that she go talk to Mr. Wheezy after the group is over.
Well, we can walk her there actually, because we're like right across the way.
Oh, that's fair. How does Wheezy feel about being called Mr. Wheezy?
You have no idea.
Okay, I want you to know that about 50% of the reason that I wanted to direct her to Wheezy is because I want to hear you do the Wheezy voice again.
Don't put that evil on him. I was actually gonna try bringing her to
I'll
Corey
try.
instead.
I haven't practiced Wheezy yet. I haven't practiced Wheezy for this week, but I will try.
I believe in you.
All right. Sorry, Chris, what were you saying?
I've got to leave in 7 minutes.
Okay. Is everyone would you be okay with the session would you guys be okay with the session continuing after Chris, or did you want to end early?
Yeah, you guys can continue.
Well, I wanted to
Okay.
know what the group wanted to do.
I would continue for a little bit. I don't want to do too much though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't have anything major happen.
Sam has to roleplay
G-Slice.
G-Slice, and I allow you to burn base willpower to piss off
Bear spray.
bear spray, yes.
Wouldn't have
And
any
for no
other
other
way.
reason.
I've got 4 base willpower left.
G-Slice is going to be the most insufferable fucking stalker.
Oh, I will turn him to glass before I let that become a stalker.
Yeah, but just think about it.
Actually, I feel like he wouldn't make it to the stalker. He doesn't have that kind of like drive or
If
care
he
about
becomes
anything.
a stalker, he's a way we can deal with Chernov.
He just burned base willpower to say fuck you to someone.
Yeah,
I
if he
think his
turns into a
conviction is
stalker,
strong.
Yeah, but like he doesn't have a thing to deal with. Like, there's no reason for him to become a stalker.
he wants to be Ghost Hunter, and we want him to be a stalker because if he turns into a stalker, when Chernov gets out, Chernov meets Stalker G-Slice, talks to him for 5 minutes, then fucking shoots himself in the head because he doesn't want to be associated with this guy.
Wait. So, plan to kill Chernov. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to
We're gonna trap
Captain Barrett.
G-Slice in there.
we're just gonna put G-Slice in the library, or the Memory of Alexandria,
Yeah.
and then neither of them come out alive.
I hate how actionable this plan sounds.
I hate how more likely he'll use the artifact to escape and destroy every single one of you.
I mean, 100%. I was saying that as a joke, but like, it'd be funny. Just come in there.
Then you'll have to live with knowing that you got destroyed by G-Slice's artifact.
No, it's like Chernov comes back, but the only difference now is that every 7 minutes he does the fuckboy thing.
Man, I really appreciate you guys are doing the work of... See, I have permanent on Chernov's intimidation, and I really, really appreciate you guys doing all the work for me. It's so... Thank you.
We're trying.
It...
See, we're not actually doing the work. We're just keeping up the work that you've done, because you did permanent intimidation, right?
Yeah. I appreciate you guys, is what I'm saying. Thank you. No.
Do you want G-Slice's character sheet?
Yeah, just DM it to me.
That's okay. We're just gonna snap his neck so that he can't participate any further.
Oh, I'll burn base willpower. I already said Sam can burn as much base
4
willpower
times.
as he needs.
4 times. 4 rerolls, baby.
Just
Sam, if he
convenient,
becomes a stalker, that's okay. And then obviously my 1 charisma, Slime Boy will try to heal people, but approach it in the most awkward of ways.
Ooh, I like the implication through all of this that Dr. Slime isn't trying to heal G-Slice. And that even Dr. Slime knows.
Even Dr. Slime hates this.
Yeah,
I hadn't considered that.
You haven't, but Dr. Slime hates this. Dr. Slime finds this character revolting. And the fact
Everyone
he can
does.
snap his neck back into place does not make sense.
Yeah, humans aren't supposed to be able to do that.
Actually, Dr. Slime's currently looking at his notebook of human anatomy. He's like, that shouldn't be possible.
I don't know.
Just leans over.
Shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, I don't know how he's doing that either. I haven't seen humans do that before. I mean, I've seen people take a bullet to the head, and that was less shocking.
That's less shocking than snapping your spine back into place.
Yeah, it's really, I hate the guy, but the drive.
You gotta respect the hustle.
By unknown laws of aviation, G-Slice should not be able to come back to life.
I was going to punch you, Tom.
Sam, if G-Slice accidentally becomes a stalker, that would be the funniest fucking thing ever. I don't care. That'd be the funniest fucking thing.
We'll see how it goes. I'll play it conservatively.
Sam, have I been playing conservatively?
Conservative G-Slice is spending one base roll every 3 minutes.
Oh no!
Sam, have I been playing conservative G-Slice?
No, you've not. It's just I can't do them as well as you, Chris.
Okay, that's fine. I am basing him off of a person I hate.
That's fair. Oh god, that's real method acting. All right. Chris, just looking out for you. It is 9 p.m. Do you need to go to bed?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
It should be over in December. We'll see.
No
I keep
worries,
saying
man.
there's an end date, but
Remember to gain your experience. I'll let you know if you gain any more. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
You're probably gaining experience though, because you've been pretty fucking good this session.
Can I publish that quote, Tom?
I'm just gonna give it.
Let me take a look.
Mr. President.
Yes,
All
you can.
All right, night, guys.
Good night, Chris.
Have fun.
No, you.
Okay. So the woman with peg leg is gonna raise her hand and ask, I kind of thought this was hell. Is this not hell?
Close.
Okay, so hi there. My name's Avodra of the Cast. I was sacrificed to the Great Furnace. I thought, when I came out and there was a giant foundry and people were wearing molten metal, I thought, this tracks.
Wait, that's out of game. Was she near the Iron Legion?
From the description, it does appear to be so, yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway, they were leading me and the other 99 sacrifices to another goddamn furnace. And, I only got out because I noticed, one of them, anything they touched turned to metal, and only had me shackled on one side, so I threw myself at it. Removed my arm and got some of my leg out, and I managed to... I still don't know how, but I managed to get onto a boat and work my way here. So, I guess I was incorrect about this place. Are those guys like a major thing here? Is everywhere not like that?
No, there's some places that are better, some places that are quite a bit worse.
In
That's
general, everyone's just trying to live their lives.
I believe you ran into a raiding group called the Iron Legion. They're rather ruthless, not too friendly with us.
Oh. Do you know why they're sacrificing people? Like, we did it to appease the gods. Are they doing it to appease the gods?
I don't know them that well, so I couldn't answer that question. It is kind of horrifying to find out that they're doing that. I didn't know human sacrifice was part of their dealio.
We aren't terribly knowledgeable of their practices.
Oh.
That was D-Slice. Or G-Slice.
No, that was my brother slamming into the window and my mom honking the horn at him. And then he jumped
Good.
on the car.
Wonderful.
Oh,
I see.
The
your
chaos.
brother is cheese slice?
Well, he is a zoomer.
Halfway there. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. So, Avodra
Next snap by the bear.
is gonna go. Oh, I've been here 2 weeks. Also. Okay.
So, ma'am, the slime fellow over there. I know you did seem scared by him, but he can heal your wounds. He can restore your arms. Or my friend over there with the ice cream cone hat. He can also, or ice cream server hat. He can also do that.
No, I like the idea that Sweet Tooth's been wearing a waffle cone as a wizard hat this entire time.
I don't. Why are you icing cream? It stays good on its own.
Hmm?
You said ice cream. There's no cream. Cream stays good on its own. You don't need to ice it.
And here we have a temporal gap we need to cross.
It's-
Oh
There's a-
boy.
There's a dessert that's called ice cream. It's basically half frozen milk. It tastes real good.
it is a frozen custard. Now, may I ask what year you're from?
I don't know, but it was harvest. It was harvest season.
Dude.
I've heard year before. I don't really know what that is.
Serfdom.
Think of it as like the cycle of seasons. Charlie is the worst person to be describing what a year is.
We're on Oh, then we're on Harvest 234.
Okay.
Of the God, what was it? Gerinthian era?
I'm
The Age of
sorry, what?
Gerinthian?
I don't think we're from the same place.
Definitely not from the same time.
Also, and I don't mean to be rude, all of the all of the cream I am aware of does spoil without being frozen or chilled.
But it's metal. How does it...
And therein lies the spatial gap we must cross.
Avodra seems very confused.
This is why I don't go to these meetings.
Honey, things are very different here. Do you know what electricity is?
I've heard the word.
Here or before you got here?
Both, but like more here.
Okay. Okay.
It
Yeah,
sounds
well-
like the city may be a better place for you.
Hume just
let's
immediately
see.
goes, "See what I was saying?" Like, not like verbally, but like hands up, signature look of smug superiority.
Damn.
I really want to know where she came from. Sounds horrifying.
Phyrexia.
You know what?
That
That
makes sense.
tracks.
She came from the farm.
Infrexia.
Pharma noobs on league. Oh!
I really
Could you
do.
imagine farmers in Phyrexia?
The oil is bountiful this season. Viscous and black.
Someone get Rosewater on the line.
Um,
Fucking damn it, Tom!
Sorry.
Taking a drink.
So things we know about Hume's dimension. The sun kills you, the air is not breathable, you cannot drink the water, and the animals are not edible.
Okay.
How do you live?
Well, she says she's on a farm, so I imagine they grow food somehow.
And this is sort of a fire punch situation, and it's a cannibalistic society.
See, that doesn't even entirely work because you need nutrients from somewhere to start as a base. Like, producing a human takes a lot more nutrients than a human is worth.
Yeah. Now, Avodra is gonna sit down and go, I guess that's it. I'd prefer prostheses instead of getting my limbs back. They weren't exactly well formed to begin with.
We know someone you could probably talk to then at the.
I should ask. We seem to have difference. How good are your prostheses here? Like, are they fully mechanized, or do you still have?
Having prosthetics in this specific area, the flooded district, might not be the best for you.
Do know someone who could help, but
anything mechanical tends to, well, just start breaking here.
Oh, so this is hell.
No, it's not.
We got ways to make it not break. They're just few and
A
far
lot.
between.
You know, she might do well with the whalers.
Whalers on the moon. They're whalers on the moon.
Do you say that in character?
Me or
No. I mean, she might do well with the whalers. I assumed Whalers on the Moon wasn't being said in character. If it is, please let me know. That would be amazing.
I'm not going to, because I realize that would probably be a bad idea, because they're generally a lot worse perceived than we perceive them.
propulsion just goes. Whalers on the moon.
I'm gonna look over at you like, how are you in my head? How are you reading my thoughts? Not like out loud, but like just to myself.
Okay, so
Like, the whalers are directly attached to the support group. You see that table behind us with the sugar cookies on it? The
Yeah.
real mother made those.
Oh, I didn't know she was into baking.
I
This isn't in character, by the way. It's just a bit. But
I know.
God, it's beautiful.
I didn't know she was into things that wasn't stabbing Jose in the face.
To be fair, he deserved it.
Just as a test, Charlie is just going to scream in his head while looking at propulsion to make sure he's not reading his mind. And when he doesn't flinch, he'll be cool.
Just gonna flip Charlie off.
Oh no, you couldn't see me looking at you. I have 360-degree vision.
no, he's using the mind link. Okay, no. No.
Mind fire.
I spent 20 points on a new power, guys.
It only lets me read Charlie's mind.
Exactly.
How much of a flaw would that be if it was just one specific person?
I'd let it be like a -2. It'd be risky to do anything less.
Okay.
Maybe a -3 or 4, but like.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 seems more reasonable for one person.
Yeah.
It was -2 back when Puppet Arms only worked on chivalry.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I'm usually conservative with that because I don't want to incentivize a playstyle that's. I made this character to assassinate the one boss.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh, no Kurapika's here.
Kurapika is like, I'm going to fucking power game our power system. You can't just do. I did, and it worked. I hate you.
Yeah, see, the worst part is you can take flaws off powers. So I could just take that off and put on a different one. That was a different person. And that feels like cheating, but it's
No.
technically league well.
I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
So what we've learned here is that Heigl and his family come from a real rough world line.
Just curious, Charlie didn't see Kuehl anywhere when he was looking around?
Nowhere near around here, no.
Okay.
You do notice if you use C powers at all. Did you use C powers at all? I think you used it like once earlier.
I used it once earlier to look at something, I forget what, but since no one's talking, I'll switch back to that and take a look around instead of seeing truth.
So far, Isildir is the only one that shows a power. He's a mutant with invisibility.
Makes
Hume
sense.
has something going on. It's similar to what you saw in Bats. Peak human-ish.
Okay.
But not like in the fracturing power Bats has. Hume just seems more stable than everyone else around here.
Okay.
Like, if everyone else has like an aura of paranormality that's kind of like wispy and flowing, hers is just a solid outline.
Gotcha.
This fits with my theories that Heigl isn't actually a stalker. I have had thoughts about this.
So since we're waiting for Bob to get back, do you want to indulge us?
Considering that he was significantly more emotive than Chernov was, and that he seemed to be much more friendly, affable. He was more open and more presenting of information. His goal seemed too broad to match what I understand a stalker to be. At the same time, he had some objects that definitely seemed like powers.
I mean, so does Chernov. Like, he just straight up knows runecraft.
Yeah, but it looked like Heigl had a focus.
He had something that made him temporarily not a stalker, which is what I was seeing.
Actually, yeah, you do have good info on that now. He has a mother of pearl revolver handle where the handle is carved out of soulstone.
Oh.
And stalkers can use soulstone to essentially become human for brief periods of time.
So he is a stalker, but...
By only when he wants to be.
Okay.
Soulstones are usually highly coveted for that reason.
I wonder what the cog would do of a stalker Houdit then.
We don't have a soulstone handy, do we?
No, Mutant Squad had 3, but I think Urban Decay grabbed all of them.
Does Wheezy's Worth have one?
You could try and find out. It would be a high-ticket item, for sure.
I don't even want to own it. I just want to... I want to rent the soulstone for, like, half an hour.
It doesn't really seem like the kind... Like, I'm not even going to ask for a Streetwise check, because Charlie's been around enough to know.
Yeah, I know.
That's not
like,
an item that gets rented.
Yeah, I know. That's just something I want.
I mean, you guys still do have a question for Verbal Kink. You could cash it in for, like, locations on soulstones around here.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna save that to see if I can get help dealing with Baranov.
Yeah, like having Verbal King have that kind of idea about what we're doing doesn't seem very good. Unless we were to use it as a red herring.
I mean, there's a chance I'm straight up just gonna ask him how to kill Chernov. But everyone else is saying the
shonen protagonist, do not kill, befriend.
Absolutely not. I'm going to rip his head off if given the opportunity.
And I thought Avery was being bloodthirsty.
Look, Chernov's bad news. We don't want that walking around. We want that dead. We want that out of the picture permanently.
So I didn't get to say it earlier, but Chivalry did have one other thing to say.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
When Avery was concerned about how the city was changing him, Chivalry was going to bring up that his understanding is that Avery was always supernatural himself, and that he's slowly being changed by the city, and that you just give a general warning that if anyone who is here who does have a supernatural background, they might consider watching themselves a little more closely to see if their personality starts to shift.
Okay. Avadra, or Avadra?
Avandra, I believe you said.
Avadra, yeah. She's gonna nod at that and go, okay, what? How would that play if you were raised to be a sacrifice? Will I always be will I be more of a sacrifice?
I'm gonna. So I see.
Presumably, if you're just raised to be a sacrifice and aren't biologically so or supernaturally so, you'll be able to grow out of that.
I'm gonna. So I don't see anything when I see powers on her, right?
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna assure her that she is not supernatural. She doesn't have to worry about that.
Cool. The final guy.
I would like to know what is Cynthia's reaction to finding out that Avery has had a semi-divine ancestry this entire time.
As you look over, you see her surreptitiously emptying a flask into the really shitty coffee.
Okay.
And she just hastily puts it back as soon as she sees you looking.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball. How does G-Slice react?
I can't do the fuckboy laugh.
I knew you were trying to. I got the gist of it.
So, yeah, girl, turn up. And then he does a V in front of does a V in front of his face and flicks his tongue out.
I'm sorry, what? I missed a word there. What did you say?
He puts a V up with his fingers in front of his mouth and flicks his tongue out a couple times.
Okay, V. I thought you said he caught a bee like a fucking frog. He's moving pretty well for a dude who's paralyzed.
Oh, no. He didn't get his neck broken the last time Hume stepped in.
Okay.
So... Well, we have downtime, still waiting for Bob. Is Bear Spray more or less terrifying than you expected him to be based on how Cyborg sold him?
Probably about what I expected, to be honest.
I'm more concerned about Cyborg if all of these other guys are like Bear Spray and they don't like Cyborg because he's apparently shoot first, ask questions later. I'm more... If they seem to find Cyborg alarming, and that fucking terrifies me.
So, what I will say is, A, G-Slice is still alive. B, how do I want to say this? G-Slice had a couple before he crossed the line. And then he was given permission after he crossed the line to just kill him, almost. And so that's what he's been doing. But it took him crossing the line to get there.
Yeah.
The line's already gone. He's good to do whatever. That's the way I'm seeing it. From his
the
perspective.
other bit with Avery is that when he said that about how didn't break G-Slice's spine. Avery, the amount of the seaweed in his hair has been steadily increasing during the meeting. He's been slow, much more quickly than usual, starting to look less human.
Huh.
It's shaking a little bit.
The violence is not good for our boy.
Violence isn't good for him because he's at heavy odds with his fundamental nature.
I will say, he probably did earn some points for being the only person to see a problem with bringing a corpse into a restaurant with Verbal Kink the other day.
Yeah, that was healing for him.
It's just a corpse, just a restaurant,
Just somehow Charlie is growing some fucking classy seaweed when he says that.
Ooh. Will Verbal Kink be able to use the bridle to bring Terry back to life as a puppet?
You'll have to ask. It won't burn a question, but you'll have to ask.
I'm
Maybe not
assuming that
talk about
Terry will roll up as a very, very angry puppet asking to learn how to be a human again. Then he and Chivalry will have a heart-to-heart.
He can only speak in Beaker, though. Beep, 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 beep.
Would Chivalry be able to understand that?
Yes.
Mr. President would.
And Mr. President.
Okay. It's not on Chivalry's sheet that he speaks puppet, it just seems to be implied.
I somehow feel like Sweet Tooth would be able to understand it in a way. Not fluent, but like a little bit.
Sweet Tooth learned charcuterie from the Swedish chef.
It's like when you speak another Romance language and you kind of know the other one, but like there's some differences.
Yes.
Like French and Italian, maybe. Like they're, you know, there's some things there. It's like I know what they're saying.
I don't even think the French know what the fuck they're saying. How dare you imply otherwise?
I like
Yeah, that's
however,
true. There's not enough letters being pronounced to know what they're saying.
You fool. You absolute buffoon.
I like that you took it completely in stride that I implied that Sweet Tooth knows the Swedish chef.
I was trying to think of a counter, but I just kept having flashbacks to Paranoia. Where we were playing with the Swedish chef for... God.
I'm just going to assume because Seth didn't correct me, it's canon for the character now.
Oh yeah, so he made the Licorice King who he is today. Licorice King would be nothing without him. He knows the Swedish chef. That's where he learned to cook from.
I am horrified that Sweet Tooth just has this expansive backstory of grand adventures, and we will never know them because Sweet Tooth is an understated, humble human being.
Buenos dias, fuck boys, I have returned.
Well,
Bob
not bad. Let's
back.
continue.
All right.
I've lived under the assumption that Sweet Tooth was like got his powers from a previous isekai where he went to Candyland and fixed its problems.
There would be no Candyland without Sweet Tooth. Actually, Sweet Tooth is going to actively try and create Candyland in the city. This is not a joke.
Oh man, the candy shop becomes Candyland, and it's like the moral degradation of the party leads to the fucking dystopic future for Candyland. Alright, so with the last thing that Chivalry said before Bob left, Isildir is going to put up a hand, realize no one can see him, and go, okay, so I have a paranormal ancestry, is that why I'm invisible?
And what is your ancestry, my lad?
Italian?
Chivalry is taken aback. It says, in the world I am from, that is not a mythical ancestry. Might you please explain?
Well, I took a 23andMe and it said I was 98% Sicilian. That's all I know.
Should people not go up against you when death is on the line?
Well, hopefully death isn't on the line. Why would death be? What?
Chivalry has his hands steepled in front of his face.
Early stifling laughter.
Avery just looks sad. Chivalry.
No appreciation.
I can't reply in character. I'm sorry.
No, that was Propulsion saying no appreciation.
Okay.
She would say, I don't believe Sicilian to be a supernatural lineage. My friend Avery is of the Akishka, but
Is that in the northern half, or? I'm assuming we're still talking about Italy, right?
no, I believe you're fine. You're likely invisible for
He's
Avery. Where did you say he worked?
he's a
Kern?
mutant.
CERN, Chivalry. Chivalry is going to pretend that he knows what that is. Yeah, you're likely invisible because of something that happened there. And then,
Hey. You're a mutant. I'm not sure exactly why you would have mutated. Could someone better equipped than me, and I'm going to point at, I forget his name, but the guy that's been poking the clock when Bear Spray needed to do something,
Wilson.
and try and get him to explain what mutants are.
Oh, well, I'm hardly the expert here, but God, I've done like 4 accents for this fucking guy.
I'm imagining he's just been sitting here this entire time watching all of this with a fucking sick smile.
Well, I'm hardly the expert here, son, but I'm Southern now. It happens every fucking time.
Sorry, what was the invisible kid's name again?
Isildur.
Isildur. Also, he's not a kid. He's
a grown man. He's like 45. He pays taxes.
To the crown.
No, to the, well, technically speaking, to the aristocracy, but to the crown, I guess.
It's the same difference. To the crown. It's a nice euphemism for how it actually works.
Well, someone can correct my spelling once I post it.
So, God, I can't do his fucking voice. I'm gonna speak normally. I'll figure it out later.
Oh shit! I
All
was
right.
muted.
So a mutant is someone who, they get exposed to the paranormality of the city, of course, and it twists you a little bit. You're gonna have some difficulties. You're gonna want to stay away from stress because that'll make it worse. Think of it as getting radiation poisoning, right? It's gonna wear you down, but you'll learn to live with it. I thought you came back from radiation poisoning. You'll learn to live with it. So I'm gonna be invisible for it. You'll learn to live with it. Isildur, you're gonna hear him like he's facing you. He's like, "Am I a mutant forever? Is this permanent?"
It
By all
it's
known laws of
possible.
aviation.
What?
I learned to live with it.
we do have someone in our group you might want to talk to. He's
We
he's a
do.
nuclear engineer in a somewhat similar situation.
Oh, does he also speak Italian?
I believe he speaks Icelandic.
Yeah, like, Icelandic, right?
Is it the Rattle Me Bones guy?
Yeah, it's glaucoma.
I gotta say, I am surprised everyone here speaks Italian. It is absurd.
Oh, we don't.
What?
All right. The Unimind. I'm just gonna walk away on saying that.
What?
Oh,
Give
what language is everyone speaking? And Avery will look around and say, I am speaking English.
Cynthia's also gonna raise her hand and speak English.
Yeah, same.
Okay, 1 second. Avodra is gonna say, well, I'm speaking the language of our Lord, Corinthian. Hume is gonna go, I'm speaking the language. There's only one. What is Italian?
We're all from very different backgrounds and places, and there's just a lot when we're all coming together like this.
I'm speaking High Elf.
You're speaking what now?
No, you're
Have you
fucking
heard
not,
of the
said
high
Chivalry.
elves?
I'm just gonna like side up to Shiver and just go, I'm just fucking with people. I'm just fucking with them.
Chivalry, I've just sort of assumed that people understood me. I speak quite a number of languages, and I've been sort of shifting back and forth as I feel the whim.
Cynthia's gonna nod and go, so the only thing I've learned from this support group is that this place is bullshit and I have there are no answers to anything.
Welcome to the city. You don't get a t-shirt.
Avery will say, we almost found an answer once. We got close to one, at least.
We did?
Yeah, when we met that fellow in the... We met that man in the conference room.
That guy, yeah.
Oh, God, what's his name? Vargas.
Yeah. Yeah, he ceased existing. That was fun.
In the clown hole.
Look, just because it exists outside of space and time doesn't make it a clown hole. It's only a clown hole if it's in the circus region of the mall. Otherwise, it's just space.
Sparkling space.
Otherwise, it's just funky space.
Otherwise, it's just Parker being an asshole.
Yeah.
Why are there so many weird, non-contiguous pits in this setting?
Why not?
Because that's basically what the city is.
You know, that's
Right.
fair.
Why don't other settings have as many non-contiguous pits?
Really, it's a selling point, I think.
Other settings probably do. The author just doesn't talk about them because they're scared.
Cowards. Alright, so on that note of negativity, Wilson's going to clap his hands together and go, okay, so that is all the time we have tonight. Good first meeting, everyone. A lot of strong feelings out there. Now I'm going to give you some brochures. This will walk you through the town, give you some locations. If you want to speak to these guys, they're here at the candy shop. Right across the way is Wheezy's Wharf. Now, you met the Fops earlier. They stopped by during church service. They're good people. They'll also be happy to help you out, okay? If you're staying here for the night, I can show you guys to your bunks. Free service, free of charge. Meals in the morning, okay? Now, we're going to start wrapping up. Me and Bearsburg are going to collect the chairs. Please feel free to help yourself to donuts and coffee on the way out, okay? Everyone kind of starts packing up.
All right.
So, Charlie specifically is going to approach, I forget, Hume,
Mm-hmm.
and ask, do you want us to take you to, what was it called? Wheezy's Wharf?
I got a map.
Okay.
No offense to you guys, but this place really doesn't seem dangerous.
Okay.
This part is safer than other parts.
I mean, even when I was in, the southern part and those gas mask fuckers were trying to tear into me, it wasn't bad.
No, you're on a different scale than we are. It's a little terrifying.
I'm a farmer, dude. I don't understand what you're talking about here. It's just a place.
Well, if you need anything, you know where to find us.
Alright, I guess I'll stop by and say hey when I'm heading out of town. I mean, I was just gonna move on. Start looking around, you know? But,
Yeah, well, good luck finding your brother. If I see either of them, I'll let you know.
Alright, yeah, I appreciate it. I don't have a sending stone on me.
That's not a thing here.
It's not. I don't have a way to contact you guys, so I guess
Best I can do is give you a rock. If you're within 3,000 miles, I can see out of it.
It's also possible you'll just find someone who can act as a courier. There's quite a few people offering that service all over this place.
Or you could just call the kid.
Yeah, if a painted child appears on a wall nearby you, that's a friend of ours.
That is the first thing that seems to have confused Hume since she's come here. She's
Welcome
kind of
to the
tilts her
city.
head at that
Don't
one
get
and
a
goes,
T-shirt.
alright.
I'll just call Skateboard Kid.
How do you call Skateboard Kid? I'm imagining you throw a smoke bomb and yell radical.
No, you just make the radical symbol with your hand, and he just appears.
Okay.
And say tubular.
Oh yeah. Do you have to say tubular?
I think everyone
can-
has said it when they've mentioned the sign. I don't know if you have to.
You can sub-vocalize it. It's fine.
Tubular. It'll pop up.
G-Slice looks at you and he's like you're a terrible fuckboy. You don't have it in you.
You're weak!
You've had your neck broken 3 times tonight.
And I came
Yeah.
back stronger every time.
He opens his mouth to talk to you and no words are coming out. something's broken on a more interesting, deeper level.
I'm going to assume that triggered the lie because he came back weaker every time.
Yeah. Now, here's what's going to happen.
We know someone who could make it permanent.
Bear Spray is going to hand you guys a punched slip. He's going to be like, now I noticed Teal didn't share, but at the same time, she was also scared shitless, so I'm going to take partial responsibility and punch her card anyway.
Okay.
So this will be, you guys are now on probation instead of criminally charged.
All right.
No, that's good. I'll try and keep them out of trouble, but, well, you've seen G-Slice.
And hey, if you need someone to take care of him, just give me a call. I'll show up.
Well, don't hate the idea.
And keep an eye on Cyborg, okay? Just make sure he doesn't start and then immediately end things.
Will do, yeah. I will say, still interested in maybe trying to find a way to get your gang back together. I would like some experienced security for the town.
Yeah.
And, well, even if you guys didn't see that eye to eye, you were very good at what you did.
I'm really honestly concerned that what he means by Cyborg jumping the gun is that Cyborg like has a normal escalation of violence. So Cyborg will give multiple warnings before moving to violence, and then he'll, when it comes to violence, if he has to, he will kill them. Bear Spray doesn't seem to understand that, and Bear Spray starts with lethal violence. So someone, like, the first time the person does something lethal and it kills a person, I'm assuming that that's what Bear Spray has trouble with, because he doesn't understand or even recognize the initial, like, de-escalation protocols.
That's a hot take.
But I'm assuming that it's not that Cyborg jumps the gun, it's that when Cyborg goes for lethality, he does actually go to kill, which is the exact opposite of what Bear Spray seems to do.
Where Bear Spray's like, I'm not lethal! Bashes a man through 3 feet of concrete.
It's I'm just
He's
assuming that
Batman.
Bear Spray doesn't fucking recognize what normal de-escalation looks like.
Bear Spray is Batman. He's non-lethal.
Oof.
He said as he left a man with a broken collarbone out in the cold in 20-degree weather while it was raining.
So I feel like we should circle back with the peg leg lady and ask again, like, if she wants. So you said I'm gonna ask her, like, so you said your limbs were not working. Could you elaborate on that?
Oh, well, birth defects are pretty high, especially amongst the caste.
I see. Side question: if I made a candy that regrew limbs, would that be without birth defects?
So it would be restore limbs, so no, you would need something more involved to undo something that fundamental.
Okay.
Doesn't that kind of depend on what specifically the defect was?
Yeah.
Where if it's a genetic thing, it would come back. If it wasn't a genetic thing, it wouldn't come back.
Depending on
It
the
was
candy.
probably I mean, could he try and make something specific to have them regrow without the defects?
You could, but like I said, it would be a more involved process because you'd have to learn a lot about it.
Okay. Likewise, would I assume Dr. Slime's?
Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Sorry about that. My alarm, I forgot to turn off my alarm. Dr. Slime, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm assuming his would be the same thing.
Yeah. It would just restore as it is, I believe. Dr. Slime is a trained physician, so we might be able to help out a little bit. It seems like Avogadra's culture seem to place a heavy emphasis on prosthesis. So they might
Yes.
just not know about medicine for fixing things.
That's why I was
So-
suggesting that she go talk to Cyborg.
So I was also wondering, could I make her a candy that grows a candy version of her limbs?
Possibly. Probably, even.
Which is kind of like a prosthetic, and I don't think the damp would get to it. I made it function sort of like a body. Just it would need her to eat sugar occasionally.
You guys could roll a streetwise for me as well if you want other ideas.
I'll have Charlie roll a streetwise. Chivalry or chivalry. Sweet Tooth still can't do that. Well, 2 5s.
So you do vaguely remember when you met Trigor earlier, he did mention that the Gear Boys have ways of building things that can, at the very least, be resistant to the damp. If not outright get around it.
Well, I like that. They're not currently accessible.
I mean,
I
yeah.
guess the one is, but he's busy with a wire.
I'd like Avery to consult the compliant key to see if there's a supernatural option available.
Alright.
Okay. So Avery will, without really saying anything, take the book out, sort of mutter something to himself to beseech it, and then it will slam open. I got 3 10s.
The Delver Rune is a paranormal artifact that severely reduces the effect of the damp on an area. If a Delver Rune is made authentically, it's basically saying, like, it gives you a list on, like, dampening items. I hate that it's dampening.
Okay.
Damp reducing.
Yes.
Damp wicking materials.
Damp retardant materials.
Yeah.
What else does it have beyond Delverune?
Soul stones can do it to a degree. There are certain plants that are good things, like creeper willows, the things that you use to make the markings for the Delver runes.
Yep,
Apparently
Okay.
those suck up damp like nothing else.
that makes sense.
There's also it's not paranormal, but it's mentioned in a footnote. Reality anchors are really good for just locking things down. It can be purchased from your local friendly neighborhood merchant.
When that says merchant, are they talking about, like Market Street merchant? Oh, no.
Oh, this is a question I've actually had. Is it possible for people to read over Avery's shoulder while he's beseeching the key?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. So that means would they be able to remember
Actually-
it when he ends the power?
No, it's the same effects. Actually, if Charlie is reading over his shoulder, his passive perception will be good enough to notice. The reality anchor thing, very good integration, but it's new.
Yep. Yeah, I realized that as soon as you said something about, like, you can buy one at your local merchant. I don't know if you heard the oh no.
I did.
I did. We are scared of Market Street. Avery will close the book. How did Avogadro react to that?
As far as Avogadro's, or not Avogadro, Avodra, Jesus, is I am slowly going to Avogadro's number, and it's killing me. Avodra is going to just see you reading a book and just kind of go, "Oh, you're wise in the way of letters. Neat."
Yes. This book contains knowledge that, and Avery will say this as he closes it. This book contains knowledge pertinent to really any question you ask. I have a few supernatural options if you don't want to make prostheses work a little better.
Okay. Like supernatural
wasn't
isn't
ab-
like dealing with the gods or like devils or
Some things like that. There are a few
Uh,
other options that the city enables.
Gods aren't really a thing here. Don't have to worry about that.
a Voyager's gonna give you like a big side eye at that. Like
Yeah, I know. It's hard to accept, but you'll come to learn that.
There are godlike entities, but to our knowledge, there isn't any specific being that rules over this place.
Buddy, my friend Quake murdered one of... Or, sorry. Sweet Tooth's gonna come over. Buddy, my friend Quake murdered one of them. They're not that worrisome.
I might argue then that... Wait, Quake? What? No, that's not important right now. Avery is shaking because he's heard like Quake's a fucking scary story that Sweet Tooth told him. So that doesn't necessarily mean that like gods die all the time in mythology. It's just a thing that can happen.
But let's be real. The people we're thinking of, like, they're not gods. Like, Orisha's not a god. He's just powerful.
He's godlike.
Eh. Can still be killed a lot easier. Still a man.
Avery will hold up a rule book for godlike.
I'm gonna turn the fourth wall to glass so that he can't keep breaking it so easily.
you fool, you've only made it weaker. It was elastic.
Oh no, it was made of paper, clearly.
Oh yeah. God, I should put there is a godlike rulebook in the setting, but it's much better hidden than that.
wait, why is it here?
Because this is technically our setting. This is technically our world. I mean, this setting is technically in our world.
Incredible.
Godlike exists. It's just
We're derailing rather powerfully. Should we call it here?
yeah, I think so. I think we're all getting kind of tired.
Yep.
So Voyager's gonna just follow you back to the candy shop,
Okay.
Is
mostly just to see if you
Isildur
guys
coming
are.
with us too? Is Isildur coming with us too?
I think Isildur's gonna stay at the church because
Okay. I do think he should eventually talk to Glaucoma. The two of them, even with the language barrier, would have. I guess there wouldn't be a language barrier with him, but
well, the issue is Glaucoma has like the orange thing where he only spoke really one language before coming to the city, and since the awakening happened when he was like all on his lonesome, he didn't get like the language buff.
okay.
So he has like English as a really shitty second language.
Okay. Well, I still think even if we can have an interpreter to help them, I think it would definitely be worth it.
Okay.
Two of them need a friend in a similar situation.
Yeah. Alright, so let's do experience.
Okay.
First things first, everyone gets an experience for showing up.
Sure.
Second,
Neat.
who had the best bit tonight?
And I have to vote for Chris, right?
Yeah, I feel like Chris spending 4 base will has to take that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to beat. That's
Or
method
3 base
acting
will?
right there.
3 base will.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Pretty sure it was 3.
Alright. That goes to Chris. Who was most useful tonight?
Was anyone useful?
Yeah, I realized as soon as I said it.
I mean, we
Who
had
was-
some people.
Let's correct that. Who was best for the mental health of the therapy group tonight?
Not me.
This might be a process of elimination. Don't count yourself out.
It's bad form, but I would say me.
Yeah,
because I
probably
kept trying to tell Bear Spray to not fucking kill people.
Yeah, I'm just like, cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
I don't agree with your reasoning.
Ocean's
but I'm
having a
still gonna
fucking
say
great
you.
time.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. Alright, we have Cheers Broed Avery.
Sure.
So Tom gained the experience. And
Cheers,
finally,
bro. I'll drink to that.
who stayed in character? That's just gonna go to fucking G-Slice, isn't it?
Now, he already got a point.
Yeah, but staying in character, like... Peeper and 3 base wheel for nothing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I think it would
I'm
be
fine
free
with
to
that.
Chris.
Yeah.
Because when you put it that way, who the fuck else could it be?
Alright, I'll DM Chris. Any final thoughts on the session? Did you guys, enjoy it?
That was fun, yeah.
I am horrified to know how it would have gone if Bill was there.
Bill would have just eaten G-Slice and I would have been very thankful.
Yeah,
Someday, in the distant future, Chris will make a normal character.
Mr. President's up there.
Fair, but he'll have both of his characters be normal.
I think that's asking a bit much of it, boy. Okay. Any, final thoughts, questions, concerns, or feedback?
Can't really think of anything. I noticed, though, that... So I know what a Hume and a QO are. What is a Heigl a measure of?
You never got that answer. Oslo said he would show you how to get a rune and how to derive a Heigl in the process next time you guys met up with him.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind meeting up with the whalers. I don't know that we have anything to offer them, though, because I feel like we shouldn't just roll up and expect them to help us, because, well, why
We
would
should
they?
send them a gift basket to apologize for Hume.
Hmm?
Hume said that when she landed here, she was in the southern area and a bunch of people in gas masks were trying to kill her.
That's whalers, yeah.
I suppose it was. I wonder if they recognized that she was related to Heigl. Does she look like Heigl in any way, shape, or form?
It kind of looks like Heigl, based on the family picture she showed you, is actually the redheaded stepchild. They are significantly darker haired, a bit broader in build.
Okay.
Heigl very much looks like the frail child they would have had to protect.
Funny that. I wonder if he still remembers us.
The impression I was trying to get from Hume is Heigl was beyond soft and incredibly nice.
Yes, I got that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to wonder now if he would remember us. I'm not sure how being a stalker would affect his memory. I'm not even sure if he was exactly inside the event or if he was outside dealing with something else. I was a little confused what was going on in that specific portion.
Yeah, it was an incredibly confusing situation. Nothing about it was, I don't think, could be clear. I'm sorry about that. It's just how it worked.
Would it be likely that he'd remember us? Also, you should stop the stream.
Boop, 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 boop. Is it still going? Oh, it is still going. Whoops.
Hooray!
Scuff, scuff, scuff.